Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Last time, poor Valentina Kerman had a small issue, crashed into the ground. There was a meeting of his craft and the hard ground, and it resulted in him being flattened into pretty much nothing. So Valentina Kerman is dead. That's what I'm saying. Valentina Kerman is dead. But Valentina Kerman has taken up the position. She's not doing very well. She's almost destroyed one of her rockets, but she managed to get some good science out of it, and from that we're going to get general rocketry to get this Thumper solid fuel booster and a few other things I don't really care about, but it's the Thumper fuel booster that I'm really all about. Okay, and we're of course going to build a rocket. Okay, here we go. So what kind of rocket are we going to build? We're going to use the Command Pod Mark 1, not two of them, although we could do that. Glorious. Glorious! No, we're not going to do that. Okay. What we are going to do is place upon this vessel, first off, a fuel tank. Well, no. No, that's not what we need. We have science to do first. We need the Science Junior Machine Mark something. And then we're going to put, of course, a parachute and a couple extra parachutes just to make sure that it's not too heavy. That's nice. Okay. So last time when we put the parachutes on, we put on radiator panels. I'm concerned that they have caused a bit of the problem. So we're not going to put the radiator panels on again, just to make sure that they're not causing any issues. And then we're going to put a mystery goo container up there, of course. Only one. Come on now. We don't want multiple mystery goo containers. That increases the risk of something terrible happening to the pilots because they accidentally touched the mystery goo, which of course was an issue that Valentina Kerman had to face. He was hospitalized for it. It was terrible. It was unfortunate. We are all saddened, but it happened anyway. Okay. So we're going to put a liquid fuel booster on here for once we get up into the sky, because we want to get up into the sky and actually do things. That'd be nice. And then we're going to put this on. We're not going to put additional ones on the side, just in case that was also causing the problem that occurred last time, which was pretty bad. And then we'll do the old triple fin maneuver, because I love the triple fin maneuver. It's my favorite maneuver. There we go. And this is just the Sky Needle. It shall pierce the sky, enter the heavens, and Miss Valentina will forever be caught within its grasp, which is unfortunate, but it has to happen. So there we go. Miss Valentina, pilot extraordinaire, only because she's the best pilot we have, because she's the only one. Staging appears proper. Launch the Sky Needle far into space. Farther than anyone has ever gone before. Which is pretty hard because Valentina Kerman went quite a ways. Valentina Kerman. Godspeed. That's right, not even a countdown, Valentina. Just get at it. Okay, we have a slow ascent with the solid fuel booster, which is unfortunate. We always want speedy ascents. Those are so much better. We're getting a bit of a wobble, it would appear. But I don't think it's a big issue. I think we're going to be fine. I think we're going to be fine. I think we're going to be fine. Valentina, keep it together. Come on. Keep it together. Don't let it go out of control, Valentina. It's curving to the left. The Sky Needle is not true to its position. There we go. Release. Activate the liquid fuel booster. Oh, we've made it. We are into space now. Let's try not to completely destroy our parachutes. That will be for the best. So we're going to throttle down a bit, Valentina. You need to understand that that is an important thing to do. Okay. So now what we are going to do, we are in space. We are going to go to the map, this thing, and we are going to try to plot an orbit course. So what we want to do Can we do this right now? No? No, apparently we can't. This is unfortunate. Usually you could just click on this and you could plot a course. Anyway, I know the vague idea of how we're going to do this. So what we're going to do is we are going to face ourselves parallel to the ground. Probably with that pink marker right there on the navigation globe, I think. T. And now we are going to fire it off. Nope, apparently that was the wrong one. Let's see. Nope, that's the right one. Yep. So we are now expanding our orbital pattern. Come on, Valentina, you can do it. We got a small problem. Oh, we're out of fuel. Okay, that's understandable. So Valentina Kerman has run out of fuel. We have not made it into orbit. That's unfortunate. But we are very high in the sky. Good job, Valentina Kerman. Just eject that. You don't need it anymore. It's fine. You don't need it. Believe me, you don't need it at all. We're going to face this directly downwards so that hopefully our parachutes don't get the brunt of the heat. And Valentina, it is time for you to commence the science. What do we have of this mystery goo? The goo seems to have clumped into a sphere. It also appears to have become brittle. Very nice, Valentina Kerman. How do you feel? Up in space, what is it like? Tell me. Is it akin to jumping on the bed or something like that? It seems we are very much in space right now. The sky seems to be mostly below us. Brilliant. Brilliant observation. You stink, Valentina. That was literally the worst crew report I've ever heard. You literally plagiarized directly from Jebediah. Jebediah said that when he was up here. Ah, come on, Valentina. What do we got? The microgravity has greatly affected the growth of crystalline structures. Loose objects are also flying around the bay in a very messy but fascinating way. Brilliant. We're going to keep that data. And now we shall speed up time. And here we go. So, Valentina Kerman, you're about to come back down into the atmosphere. You need to understand it's going to get quite hot. Very hot indeed. The parachutes may also give way, which would be a small problem. That would, of course, result in your death, which is terribly unfortunate, I have to say. So, Valentina Kerman, I'm sorry if you do in fact plummet to your death, but it's gonna happen on occasion. Occasionally, people aren't going to make it back from our space flights. Okay, here we go. Oh, that is pointing directly downwards. That was not the direction I wanted it to point. That's unfortunate, but, oh, the parachutes seem to have survived. Nope, they didn't. Communicatortron, no! She was moving a bit too quickly. I couldn't get to the communicatortron in time. Yeah. Okay, Valentina's dead. Well, back to the Space Center, I guess. Valentina has suffered a terrible death, which is unfortunate, it must be said. We have now lost 2 grand pilots. Apparently, we do in fact need heat shields. That's very important, apparently. Let's see if we can get another pilot in. Who do we have here? Because Bill Kerman and Bob Kerman, they're engineers and scientists. They lack the ability to use the SAS, which allows us to not have to put in so much effort when it comes to launching rockets. It's very important. So let's have Korger Kerman. Korger Kerman, welcome. You are now a new pilot. And we are going to go back and launch a new vessel. Perhaps we're going to make the Sky Needle Mark II, because this was a pretty good vessel, I have to say. It was nice. It was nice. It did a good job. Did it do a good job? let's look at something. So this has the Thumper has a thrust of 250. This has a thrust of 162 and significantly less mass. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna switch this out with a hammer solid fuel booster. I think that the weight to thrust ratio will be better, and we might get farther. If not, blame me for it. It's probably my fault. So there we go. We're gonna put Kerman, who is currently completely expendable because I don't even know who he is. I've never heard of him before. Nobody cares. So there we go. Oh, we also need to risk it with some radiator panels. So what we're gonna do is place 2 radiator panels. Not 3, we need 2. Okay, we're gonna put 2 right over the parachutes. Let's do this. We can put 4 on instead and make it a bit easier to put it over the parachutes. That should do. We have a little problem with the goo machine, but that's fine. So this will be the Sky Needle Mark II, flown by Kerman in his maiden voyage into space. So here we go. Let's do this! We've lost 2 pilots already in quick succession. It's amazing that they still allow us to be a space center because we're not doing a great job so far. So let's see. Staging is correct as well. Just making sure everything's good. 3, 2, 1, Korger, go into space! It's your job to go into space and see all the things that space has to offer for us. Like no gravity and cupcakes. Korger, if you don't find cupcakes in space, I'm going to be very annoyed with you. Just saying. You really do need to find... Oh, no. We're having some small stability issues. Okay. We have dropped... Oh, Lord. Stability issues are continuing. Oh, Lord. No, Korger. As soon as we put these radiator panels on, things go terribly wrong. Come on, Korger. Come on. You can do it, Korger. Just channel your inner corgi and you'll be fine. Dogs know how to fly vessels. Russia figured that out, didn't they? Oh, that's it. You didn't go very far, Korger. You stink. You're terrible. Jeez. Okay, let's observe the materials bay. The less resilient samples are falling around in interesting colors. Nice. We're gonna observe the goo. Wobbles as the craft flies. Oh, that's nice. 7 science points. Well, it wasn't a complete failure. And let's get the crew report, which is worth 0 science because it's worthless. Because Korger is not good with words. Korger, if you were better with words, perhaps we'd care more about what you had to say. But unfortunately, we don't care at all about what you have to say. Because you stink. You're a terrible human being, Korger. And by human being, I mean Kerbal. Because Kerbals are not humans. Do note that. They're barely sentient creatures. Of course they're not humans. Looks like we're gonna have a small splashdown. Korger, I hope you were wearing your wetsuit because it's gonna get a bit wet in there. Well, if it actually does get a bit wet in there, you're gonna have to tell us about that because that's a small problem. Those things are supposed to be airtight. We didn't test them beforehand, Korger. What, you think we test our... We don't test anything before we send it up, Korger. Shut up. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out what is going wrong with these space flights. Because the moment we put a radiator panel on, things go terribly wrong. And we kind of need those so that our parachutes don't get destroyed on the way down. That'd be nice. That'd be just kind of nice if we could actually survive. But, you know, survival isn't all it's cracked up to be, is it really? I guess not. Okay, here we go. Splash down in 3, 2, 1. 0, 0. There we go. Kerman has landed within the water. He is floating now. We shall recover the vessel. Recover vessel. Korger, you are terrible. You are a wretchedly terrible creature. At least we got 10 signs. That's something. Parts. We got some money. And Korger gained 1 XP. That's nice. Good job, Korger. Good for you, you prick. Okay. What can we get with our 27 science? We can get stability. We can get stability, and we can get stability. So we're going to get stability because it seemed like the best option that we had available to us at this time. So that's going to give us a radial decoupler, AVT1 winglet, I don't know what that means, a small nose cone, and an aerodynamic nose cone. Research done. We got new stuff. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this episode. It's a bit of a short episode, but we really don't have enough time to launch another rocket unless it goes terribly wrong, and I'd really prefer for it not to go terribly wrong because it's better if we actually get rockets into space than if they crash down into the ground. Valentina Kerman knows. Jebediah knows. He understands this up in Spaceman's Valhalla. With Valentina Kerman constantly launching failing rockets back down into the ground of Astronauts Valhalla. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, I swear to goodness, we'll make a rocket that works. We did have one that works, but it crashed. Poor Valentina Kerman. Poor Valentina Kerman. But yeah, until then, thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.